Hello, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Dear students, today we will be beginning with the first lesson of our English reader book. The name of the lesson is 3 Days to See. This lesson is a text written by Helen Keller herself. In this lesson, she expresses some of her unfulfilled desires. Helen Keller was an American author, political activist, and a lecturer. She was the first deaf and blind person to earn Bachelor of Arts degree. She was blind since 19 months of age. To start with the lesson, in this lesson, Helen Keller, since she was blind since 19 months of age, she expresses some of her unfulfilled desires. And one of the important desire is to see. She wishes to have 3 days to see. That is, she wants to have 3 days in her life so that she could see the beautiful nature and the world around her. Let's start reading the lesson. I have often thought it would be a blessing if each human being was stricken blind and deaf for a few days at some time during the early adult life. Darkness would make him more appreciative of sight. Silence would teach him the joy of sound. In this paragraph, she says that I often thought, often means many times, that is frequently. She says that she often thinks that it would be a blessing, that is, it would be great if every person in some times of their adult life they become deaf and blind for some days, because when they will become deaf, then the darkness would make them appreciative, that is, they would recognize the worth of the sight, that is, they would recognize the importance of what is to see, and the silence would teach them the joy of sound, that is, they would become more appreciable to the sound. I, who cannot see, find hundreds of things to interest me through mere touch. I feel the delicate symmetry of a leaf. I pass my hands lovingly above the smooth skin of a silver birch, the rough shaggy bark of a pine. In spring, I touch the branch of trees, hopefully in search of the bud, which is the first sign of awakening nature after her winter's sleep. Occasionally, I am very fortunate by passing my hand gently on a silver small tree and feel the happy choir of a bird in full song. In this paragraph, she says that I, I who cannot think, find hundreds of things of interest to me through the mere touch. That is, she is blind since so many years, still she finds everything in this nature beautiful and interesting mere by the touch. That is, only by touching the things she feels that the things in this nature are so beautiful, and by touching she feels the delicate symmetry of a leaf, that is, she feels the fine texture of the leaf. Also, she passes her hand lovingly, that is with a full feeling of love, on the silver smooth skin of a silver birch. Silver birch is a plant, and she touches her hand lovingly on the smooth skin, that is on the skin that is on the upper part of the silver birch plant, and also on the rough shaggy bark of a pine tree. Pine is a tree, and she also touches her hand, that is moves her hand smoothly over the rough and shaggy bark of a pine. And in the spring season, she touches the branches of a tree. In the spring season also, she touches the branches of the tree in search of finding a bud. because as in the spring season the buds, that is the flowers, start blooming, they start arising. So she wants to touch the branch of a tree in the search of a bud. And this spring season, when the buds start blooming, is the sign of awakening of a nature. That is, it is the sign that now after a long winter sleep the nature is awakening, and with the awakening of the nature there will be beautiful scenes, beautiful flowers all around in the nature. Occasionally, I am very fortunate to pass my hand gently on a small tree and feel the happy quiver of a bird in a full swing. Also, she says that she also feels lucky enough that when she touches the small tree, she can feel the quiver. Quiver means the vibration of the bird, because she cannot see, she cannot hear, so she feels the vibrations of the bird's song by touching a tree. At times, my heart cries out with longing to see all the things. If I can see so much pleasure from mere touch, how much more beauty must be revealed by sight? And I have imagined what I should most like to see if I were given the use of my eyes, say, for just 3 days. In this paragraph, she says that many times her heart cries, that is, she wants to say that many times she feels, that is, she feels strongly to see the things all around her. And she also says that if by touching things she can feel so much happiness in her, then she, if she gets the eyes to see how much beautiful it will be and how much good feeling it would be for her to see the beauty of the nature. And she has also imagined that if she is given the eyes to see, that is only for 3 days, what she would see. She has already imagined that she would see what in those 3 days. I would divide the period into 3 parts. On the first day, I should want to see the people whose kindness and companionship have made my life worth living. I do not know what it is to be into the heart of a friend through that window of soul, the eyes. I can only see through the fingertips the outlines of a face. I can detect laughter, sorrow, and many other obvious emotions. I know my friends from the feel of their face. Now, when she has decided to divide her days into 3 parts, she says that on the first day she would like to meet all those people whose love, kindness, and companionship, that is the helpfulness, has made her life easy and worth living, because she was deaf and blind since childhood. So she wants to first meet those people because of whose help and kindness her life up till now has become easy. And I do not know what it is to be into I do not know what is to be into the eyes, into the heart of the friend through the window of her soul eyes. That is, because she is blind, she do not know, that is, how by looking to them with her eyes she can know about the heart of the people. Because up till now she has been knowing about the expressions and the emotions of the people only by touching the outline of their faces. The next day I would arise with the dawn and see the thrilling miracle by which night has been transformed into day. I should behold with awe the magnificent panorama of light with which the sun awakens the sleeping earth. This day I should devote to a hasty glimpse of the world, past and present. I should want to see the pageant of the man's progress, and so I should go to the museum. There my eyes would see the condensed history of the earth animals and the races of the pictures in their native environment, gigantic carcasses of dinosaurs and mastodons that seemed the earth before man appeared, with his tiny stature and powerful brain to conquer the animal kingdom. In this paragraph, she expresses her desire to see on the next day, that is the second day. In this paragraph, she says that on the second day, she would rise with the dawn, that is, she would rise before the sunrise. That is, period dawn is the period before the sunrise. So she would rise with the sunrise and see how the miracle happens. Miracle of how the night is changed into day, and the miracle of how the rays of the sun spread in the sky and the night is transformed into day. And she would want to see the pageant of the man progress. Also, she would like to see how the man has progressed. Man has progressed from his primitive time to the present time. She would, and to see that, she would like to go to the museum. And also she would like to see about the history of the earth's animal, that is, how these animals evolved on the earth, how these animals have changed from the dinosaurs to the present day animals. She would also like to see the nature of the environment, how the animals live in the natural environment. And she would also like to see the gigantic carcasses of dinosaur, that is the bones left over, dead bodies, bones left of the dinosaurs, and also the mastodons that are found on the earth, that is, the mastodon means the large animals like elephant, all which are found on the earth. And she would also like to see how this tiny stature, in this sentence the tiny stature is being described for the man. She would also like to see how the man, using his powerful brain, has conquered the animal kingdom. The following day, I would again greet the dawn, anxious to discover new delight, new revelations of beauty. Today, the third day, I shall spend in the workaday world amid the haunt of men going about the business life. The city becomes my destination. In this paragraph, she says that on the third day, again, she would like to start her day with the greeting the dawn. That is, again, she wants to start the day by welcoming the sun, the morning. And this day also she is very anxious. Anxious means very excited to discover new delight, that is, something new, revelations of beauty, something new, experiments of the beauty she wants to start a day with. So on this third day, she wants to spend in a workaday world. That is, on this day, she wanted to see how the people spend their day while going for work, for their business life. How do the people go? And for this, she wants to, the destination her becomes is the city. First, I stand at a busy corner, merely looking at the people, trying by sight of them to understand something of their daily lives. I see smile and I am happy. I am serious, determination, and I am proud. I see suffering and I am compassionate. Now, on the third day, because she wants to see the busy life, that is the city life of the people, how do they spend their day while going out for work. So she says that on that day she would stand at a busy corner, that is, on a busy part of a street where she can see the people moving from one place to another, or she can see the people going for their workplaces. And also she says that by looking to their faces, she would try to understand their feelings. And she says that if she will see the smile on their face, she will be very happy. And if she sees the seriousness and determination on their face, she will be feeling proud. Seriousness and determination regarding their work. So she will be feeling proud. She also says that if she would see the suffering on the faces of the people, she would feel compassionate. Compassionate means she would be feeling or showing the sympathy to them. At midnight, permanent night would close in my eyes again. Naturally, in those 3 short days, I should not have seen all I wanted to see. Only when darkness had again descended upon me should I realize how much I had left unseen. In this paragraph, she says that at midnight, that is on the right night, 12 o'clock of the third day, when again she would become blind, that is permanent night would close in my eyes, that is again she would become blind, then it is only then she would realize that how much is left to be seen after those 3 short days. Only the darkness had again descended upon, she would realize how much I had left to unseen. I am blind can give one hint to those who can see. Use your eyes as if tomorrow you would be stricken blind, and the same method can be applied to your other senses. I hear the music of the voice, the song of a bird, the mighty strains of an orchestra, as if he would sticken deaf tomorrow. Touch each object as if tomorrow your tacticals would sense would fall. Smell the perfumes of the flowers. Taste with the relish each morsel as if tomorrow you could never smell and taste again. Take the most of every sense. Glory in all the facets of pleasure and beauty, which the world reveals to you through the several means of contact with nature provides. But all of these senses, I am sure the sight must be the most delightful. In the last paragraph, she expresses her desire to the people and say that if I, a person who is blind, can make the so much best use of my eyes in these 3 days, so I, on my those 3 days experience, want to give you a hint that you should also make the best use of your eyes as if from tomorrow you would not be able to see. She also says that people should apply the same method on the other sense of organ. That is, people should hear beautiful music of voices, of the songs of the birds and the strains of the orchestra, as if from tomorrow they won't be able to hear. She also wants the people to smell the perfumes of the flower, as if from tomorrow their senses of smell would be failing. And she also wants the people to taste different food, to relish it, to praise it, as if from tomorrow they won't be able to taste it again. And in the last line, she also expresses her desire, her feeling to the people that out of all the senses, she feels that the sense of sight, that is the sense to see, is the most beautiful one, and it is the most delightful one, and it brings her the most of the happiness. Thank you, students. Stay safe, stay healthy.